Hi, my name's Nikki and I'm here with my friend Charles. We've known each other for 10 years and we've been through a lot of exams together and revised in very many different scenarios. So we're here to share a bit of wisdom about whether or not it's a good idea to revise with friends. And we have very different opinions on that. I prefer to revise on my own and Charles prefers to revise with friends.
Yeah, so I had some pretty great experiences revising with friends. I think one of the biggest benefits for me was because of overconfidence, or otherwise, I just wouldn't spend as long revising in a day as I could have or should have. And so being in a group allowed me to spend kind of 8 or 10 hours a day doing past papers in a very focused way. And it helped me, but it also helped them because when one of us was wavering, the others would come back and say, "Oh, you should stick to the past papers."
Yeah, that was less of an issue for me personally because I quite liked doing my work in solid blocks on my own, because just organizing a way to meet up with friends and then work with them and make sure we're working on similar things felt like it was more of a distraction than a motivation. So that's why it never really worked for me. I liked having my time in my own hands and scheduling it on my own.
One of the benefits on the day was that if I made a mistake, I could fairly easily reach out, and because we were all working on the same topic at the same time, I could say, "Okay, I don't really understand this. How would you do it?" or "What did you do?" And it would massively shorten the amount of time I needed to spend kind of trying to understand what went wrong.
I think that works really well for a lot of students that I've had, in that they love it when their friends explain things to them. But there is a particular type of student, and myself included, where I don't trust an explanation if it's come from a friend. I almost want a teacher to explain it to me. And what it does then, it stresses me out. It makes me think, I don't quite understand what you're saying. Can I trust that you're right? And that's the reason it didn't work for me. But yes, it is a valuable thing to have when you're working with friends.
And the final thing that I thought was really helpful was it allowed you to keep an eye out on what kinds of things other people around you were doing. So the example of having revision nights based on exact mistakes that you'd made before is a good one. The kinds of textbooks and the ways people were using textbooks is another uh, really interesting thing that I would have done kind of slightly differently. And so being in a group allowed me to make sure I wasn't overlooking something really simple that would have given me a lot of extra points.
Yeah, it is definitely a bonus, but it made me really nervous to see that, oh, that guy's doing that, he's doing that, she's doing that. And it made me think, am I doing something wrong? In reality, what I found was if something works for you, it's the right thing to do. Just because a few people are doing something else doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. So I think the way I see it, working or revising in a group is only really productive if you found the right group and it challenges you. If you feel like you are the person who's explaining everything to everyone, it's not the right thing for you and you're probably better off doing something on your own. But if you are genuinely benefiting from revising in a group and it's not making you nervous, then you should go ahead and do it. But this is not something everyone has to do. If it works for you, you go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching that video. I absolutely love answering student questions about revision, stress, or exams. So if you have any, just put them in the comments and I'll make a video, or just subscribe to my channel and you'll keep seeing more of me. I'm also making some exam style questions for A-level maths students. So if you do A-level maths and are looking for something a bit different to help you revise, then go to market.education and try some of our questions.